We start the day's other headlines with snow, and plenty of it. A massive winter storm has left record-breaking amounts across much of the Gulf Coast and the Carolinas.
If I get the sun, the chance to melt the rest of it off.
In North Carolina, they were digging out today as the storm finally moved offshore. At least 3 people have died across Georgia and Texas. The coastal city of Galveston saw a significant amount of snow for the first time in nearly 2 decades. New Orleans saw a record 10 inches of snow, smashing the previous record set back in 1963. The NBA even had to postpone a game there. More than 2,000 flights have been canceled in and out of the U.S. today as airports begin to resume normal operations. In its wake, the snowstorm left frigid temperatures across large parts of the country. More than 60 million Americans today were under some form of cold weather alert. But forecasters say a slow return to more normal temperatures will bring some relief by the end of this week. Meantime, Southern California is facing dangerous weather conditions as it battles new fires. The Hughes Fire erupted this morning, prompting evacuation orders in parts of northern Los Angeles County. It's exploded in size, burning through more than 5,000 acres in just hours. The next threat is rain, and that's expected to move in on Saturday. County officials say heavy showers could wash debris, including toxic ash, into local waterways.
Rains are in the forecast, and the threat of mud and debris flow in our fire-impacted communities is real. We have to be prepared. This includes clearing drains and roadways, preparing our debris basins, and taking other critical flood protection measures.
Officials also say they've ordered an investigation into LA County's emergency alert system. That's after residents of one area of Altadena, where 17 people died, say they did not get an evacuation warning until hours after the fire started there. In Tennessee, police say a female student was killed and another student injured during a shooting at a Nashville high school today. Authorities say the 17-year-old male shooter was a fellow student at Antioch High School. He's said to have opened fire in the school's cafeteria before shooting and killing himself. The injured student was grazed by a bullet and is being treated. Today's shooting comes nearly 2 years after a gunman killed 6 people at a Nashville elementary school, including 3 children. The Trump administration is halting some communications from federal health agencies to the public. In a memo, Acting Secretary of the Department of Health and Human Services ordered a, quote, immediate pause on all regulations, guidance, announcements, press releases, and social media posts. That's until the content is reviewed and approved by a political appointee. The measure affects agencies such as the CDC and the FDA. The memo says the pause is in effect until February 1st. Britain's Prince Harry claimed a monumental victory today after Rupert Murdoch's tabloids issued a rare apology for, quote, serious intrusion into his life. It's the first time that newsgroup newspapers acknowledged hacking Harry's phone, spying on him, and misusing his private information between the years of 1996 and 2011. The media giant also agreed to pay the Duke of Sussex a sizable undisclosed settlement, and it acknowledged the intrusion on the life of Harry's mother, the late Princess Diana. Harry has blamed the media for the car crash that killed her in 1997. On Wall Street today, stocks ended higher amid a surge in big technology stocks. The Dow Jones Industrial Average added about 130 points on the day. The Nasdaq jumped 250 points to close above the 20,000-point level. The S&P 500 hit an all-time high during the day and closed with a gain of 37 points. And the Songwriters Hall of Fame has a new class of inductees. They represent the best of rock, R&B, country, and funk. George Clinton is finally getting a spot after a career of hits with Parliament Funkadelic, plus solo work and his collaborations with artists across hip-hop and R&B. The Doobie Brothers also made it in with members Tom Johnson, Michael McDonald, and Patrick Simmons inducted. Mike Love of the Beach Boys joins his bandmate Brian Wilson in the Hall of Fame, and so does country music writer Ashley Gorley. He's got 80 #1 radio singles under his belt. The induction ceremony takes place this June in New York City. Still to come on the NewsHour, The Trump administration cancels flights for refugees who were already cleared to settle in the U.S. We examine the president's plans to expand energy production in the U.S. and roll back climate initiatives, and how incarcerated firefighters are helping battle the blazes around Los Angeles.
This is the PBS NewsHour from the David M. Rubenstein Studio at WETA in Washington, and in the West from the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism at Arizona State University.